War in Ukraine, the 17th of April. The situation on the ground. Weather today. Kharkiv, cloudy, 21 degrees Celsius. Svatove, partly cloudy, 22 degrees Celsius. Donetsk City, partly cloudy, 21 degrees Celsius. Kherson City, sunny, 21 degrees Celsius. The Ukrainian General Staff reported 125 combat engagements in the last 24 hours. Kursk Sumy area. We have ongoing fighting around the international border and into Sumy Oblast, northeast of Sumy city. I have no confirmed changes since yesterday. In Belgorod Oblast, we have ongoing fighting around Demidovka, with a reported Ukrainian counterattack in the area. I have no confirmed changes since yesterday. Russian sources claim to have taken Demidovka, a claim they have iterated over several days. What we can say is that fighting is still ongoing there. I do not expect any major changes here. We can expect Russian attacks into Sumy Oblast and ongoing fighting in Belgorod Oblast, but probably we will not see any major changes here over the coming week. North of Kharkiv. 2 Russian attacks reported, no confirmed changes. The situation is assessed as stable. Kupiansk-Svatove area. 5 Russian attacks reported by the Ukrainian General Staff. I have no confirmed changes since yesterday. Russian sources claim gains north of Kupiansk, but they are not confirmed. We have additional reports of more frequent but limited Russian mechanized attacks in the area. We also have some reports of increasing Russian activity here, which seems conflicting with other reporting. For now, the situation is stable. I do expect increased Russian activity here over the coming weeks. Kremina area. 16 Russian attacks reported since yesterday. No confirmed Russian gains. I have no major changes in what positions Russian attacks are conducted at. Russian sources claim gains in the general Nova area, but there are no additional information to confirm that. We have reports that most Russian attacks are conducted by smaller groups of soldiers. Russian attacks looks like they are aiming for the road in the Nova area, the road going south to north. I expect ongoing Russian attacks at this level over the coming week. Seversk salient, Bakhmut, Toretsk. In the Seversk salient we had 9 Russian attacks reported. I have no confirmed changes since yesterday. At Chasiv Yar we had 5 Russian attacks. No confirmed Russian gains since yesterday. Russian attacks continue in the general Stupotsky area, which is an important position here. We have reports of at least some Russian mechanized attacks in this area, with some reported losses. At Toretsk we had 13 Russian attacks. We have some likely limited Russian gains in the Suka-Balka area, west of Toretsk. Ukrainian sources state that Russian attacks are focused at Toretsk and Druzhba, which is east of Toretsk. The overall situation has not changed. Expect ongoing heavy fighting over the coming week. Significant changes are less likely over that time period. Donetsk City area, Pokrovsk sector. 29 Russian attacks reported. Russian attacks have decreased in this sector. We have confirmed limited Russian gains in the Kotlyarivka area, which is southwest of Pokrovsk, in the general area of the Russian penetration direction west. Those have not changed the overall situation. Russian attacks here have decreased by about 50% in a relatively short term. As Pokrovsk remains an important position, I do expect heavier Russian attacks in this area over the coming weeks. Possibly we are seeing a limited operational pause by Russian forces. West of Donetsk City. Ongoing Russian attacks in the Roslyv area. I have no confirmed changes since yesterday. No new information regarding this sector. Vremivka area. Ongoing Russian attacks and a reported Ukrainian counterattack. We have possible Russian gains south of Fedorivka, but they are not yet confirmed. No new information indicating that the situation has changed here. Expect ongoing Russian attacks. Ukrainian counterattacks are not unlikely. Kamianska area. Russian attacks continue in this area, but no confirmed changes. We also have a Ukrainian counterattack reported, but no additional information regarding that attack. The overall situation has not changed, and I do not expect it to change in the coming week. General conclusions. Russian attacks have overall declined, and I do expect that to continue somewhat over the coming week. Based on current information, we can likely expect increasing Russian attacks over the coming months. Right now, it does look like Russian forces are somewhat in a partial operational pause. However, we have increasing Russian mechanized attacks, which would rather indicate the start of at least a limited Russian offensive. Ukraine has managed to stabilize the front, and Russian gains have continued to decline during this year. I do not expect any major Russian gains over the coming week. Should Russian pressure increase, either in the number of attacks or the size of those attacks, I would have to reassess the situation. It is becoming less likely that Russia can sustain ongoing and heavy mechanized attacks over time. That does not exclude heavier Russian attacks over a more limited time period. Russia is not really getting any closer to meeting their strategic goals, which remains to take the 4 oblasts they have illegally annexed. The chance of them via military means to gain control over those oblasts are very unlikely during this year. By 2026, unless we have a significant change, it is unlikely Russia can sustain a general offensive even close to what they could conduct in 2024. End of report.